I can't wait to see D&D and Minecraft combined. That trailer was nuts. I'm sure a lot of people are very excited for this content. What was fun about merging Minecraft and D&D?
So we have been wanting to do this for a long, long time because we have a lot of Dungeons and Dragons fans in the studio. So yeah, we really need to make it happen. And I think there is a bit of D&D DNA into Minecraft, so it kind of feels like there is overlapping here. And the thing was like, yes, but how do we do it? How do we make it happen? So it was about this defining what it could be, what it definitely was not going to be, and then finding the best partner for it. And we had Everbloom, who had the D&D as top or nearly top of the IP they wanted to work on, and we say, wow, this looks like it's going to be a very good match.
Yeah, so we specialize in story content, and that was one of the reasons also we were approached. This is the first Minecraft DLC that is story driven. It's the first thing that is really about completing a linear story, beginning, middle, and end. It's certainly the first one that's fully voiced, but yeah, the fantasy setting of Minecraft paired really well with D&D. So there was a lot of stuff already there for us, in terms of some of the blocks and so forth. And also sort of that theming and state of mind for the player to set the tone. I think that one of the things that was really hard about bringing it over was that D&D being so much about storytelling is really about, like, there's a cinematic quality that, of course, when you're playing a tabletop is often in your head, and something that we needed to bring to the game. And so that's also something that we specialize in as well. Is what you can see behind me is this is an Aurora Borealis that we put in Icewind Dale in the game. And so there's a lot of effects like that. We made some innovations in audio, our audio engine. We've done some really cool things to really elevate Minecraft to that cinematic level that you want it to be at when you're telling a grand story like one in the Forgotten Realms.
Was that in any way nerve-wracking to add, Ricardo, any type of story-driven content for Minecraft?
It was terrifying. I mean, because Minecraft, by definition, is a sandbox open-ended game. Now, when we do this collaboration, we normally default go into adventure mode, which constrains more, so you cannot break everything, so you can have a story. And then it was like everyone say, okay, oh, we want to go full voiceover. Oh, hold on a second, we have never done full voiceover on a license.
And that's our thing, and we were very adamant about that.
No, 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 we need to do it. And we were like, okay, let's give it a go if you're feeling good about it. And actually, it was a great call because when you are in, it's really immersive. It really drags you in. It starts with the Dungeon Master voiceover, which really introduces you to the game, and then it moves you into the game world. And there's this transition, and there's all the banter between the characters, and the personality of the character is not just voiceover; it's voice acting, and it adds a lot. And it's all in English only. We cannot fit more languages, unfortunately. But even if you, and there will be some subtitles so you can understand the story, but even if you don't understand the language, it will work. It will give you the narrative, give you the mood, the emotions.
What's the most quintessential thing that's important when you're making anything for Minecraft?
When making anything for Minecraft, I think everybody will give you a different answer. But for our studio, it's really twofold, and they go hand in hand. First is storytelling. And that is, even in things outside of Dungeons and Dragons, we are always very story focused. We believe that Minecraft has a capacity for storytelling that's not really explored enough. There's so many possibilities for storytelling. And the second is elevating Minecraft to something greater than the sum of its parts. And that's sort of goes into what I was talking about with these cinematic effects, with our beautiful custom soundtrack. And all of these things together, we want you to feel like whenever we make anything, we want you to go, I can't believe they did this in Minecraft. We want you to be playing your own game, not just the DLC for Minecraft, but this is the game.
It was very interesting, especially at the beginning. It was like, okay, let's try to figure out what this DLC, what this game is not. So go by, okay, is it going to be a virtual tabletop? No, it's not going to be a virtual tabletop. It wouldn't work in Minecraft. There are plenty already. is not what we want to do. Okay, is it gonna be your perfect video games D&D simulator? No, that's Baldur's Gate 3, which does it, in spades, and it's fantastic. But no, that doesn't really work. So it's gonna be tied to Minecraft. So there are a few things about Minecraft. You're gonna be a character. Yes, it's gonna be action based, and you're gonna move into an open world. Yes, you're gonna do that. So all these things, yes, they are Minecraft and they work. But there are a number of things which are not Minecraft and are D&D, and those needs to be layered on. So we need classes. We don't have classes in Minecraft. Let's have some classes. Stats. Oh yes, progression. And then you have the setting. You have the Forgotten Realms, the characters, the lore, and that was the magic that Everbloom managed to wave together to make it happen.
I think there are two kind of main things that I want to touch on. The first is you're talking about the classes. The combat in this game is completely custom, so we didn't use any of the vanilla stuff that Minecraft comes with. We had to recode health and damage and everything because this is much more advanced than what Minecraft typically has. So you're going to have enemies in normal Minecraft, right? You'd have a zombie that sort of just goes like that, hits you again and again repeatedly, sort of mindlessly. And in our game, we have different attacks. Multiple attacks with different effects. We have the classes which can attack at different speeds, and that scales with your different stats. We have classes that have different abilities, and those all need to interact correctly as you would in any game. And just in general, the combat itself was a real tremendous challenge to really overhaul completely to a new system. When we were first coming up with the idea, we talked about what are the essential pillars of D&D and what are the things that we want to focus on. And I don't remember exactly what we presented, but in talking about tabletop versus the video game, we knew that tabletop, similar to Baldur's Gate 3, was not going to capture our audience, nor was it really going to be a good fit for Minecraft. Everyone already is used to the real-time combat that Minecraft has, so we wanted to lean into that. So as a result, when you play, you'll notice the stats aren't exactly, what they do in Dungeons & Dragons tabletop. They complement more of our combat system, to adjust the speed of your attack and how often you crit, for example.
What were like some of the crunchy things that you added that were quintessential to D&D?
So we started out with talking about what classes we wanted and what the kind of the scope of that was. We said, okay, we can't do every single class. We want to do what are the ones that people are going to want to play? And we got some data about like what are the most popular classes, and we did some research on how their abilities would interact with each other. You start out with 2 class abilities that are unique to your class, and you keep those for the whole game. And then through story elements, which I will not spoil, everybody in each chapter gets 1 additional spell, but it's the same for all classes. And they're all sort of themed. So it's not exactly the same way that it works in the tabletop. We wanted to be able to focus more on the story and the quality of the actual gameplay than focusing on the character building element. So speaking about, the different pillars of D&D, we've got that pillar of player choice. We have the pillar of storytelling. We have the pillar of character customization. And we decided that the character customization was less important to us when it came to than storytelling and, getting this narrative and connecting with people. So you get that D&D flavor. I don't expect to be spending, 3 hours in character creation. It's just a stat assignment and pick a class, and you get thrown right into it. That being said, playing different classes does present you with different experiences. So you'll want to replay it to see how combat differs, what kind of strategies you're going to use differently.
We talked about the kind of like the tentpole things about D&D. What's important for Minecraft to maintain? Because when you're kind of merging these 2 worlds, Ricardo, what was important to maintain, like Minecraft?
The approach we have in Minecraft, I think we found that it was very similar to the approach we found with working with Wizard of the Coast. So it's like, right, as long as you don't break it, it's fine. go for it. Try a few things. It's like we have some policies, some do and don'ts. So for example, we have policy about firearms, like no firearms in Minecraft, no guns. But that's not a problem with D&D.
It's not a problem, yeah.
So that's a easy for this one. Other than that, we have some limitation about the character size, but you can do whatever you want with monsters and NPCs, so that's fine as well. Um, then yeah, it's pretty much fair game. What you want to keep from Minecraft is the sense of freedom, the sense of agency, the sense of oh, I can make my own way through whatever is the experience at hand. And I think this does it very well. This hits, I think, the classic pillar of D&D, combat, exploration, role play. It's all three, and it adds something else. It adds some flavor, some personality that is hard to find, even in different games.
We wanted to tell a story that was able to say something meaningful and something deep, but we also knew that there are restrictions on Minecraft of what kinds of stories we can tell, because we can't go too dark. We can't be super bloody. So one of the things that was difficult was finding how to tell a story that's going to connect both with kids and adults, longtime players of D&D, what's, themes that everyone can connect to. We've had so many great responses, like Ricardo said, to connecting with the characters.
Yeah, finding the tone was really important. Minecraft is a everyone 10+ game, so yes, it needs to fit with the rating, so that's very important. But also finding the voice, and something I found a bit surprising is that you are a character here. Okay, you choose your class, but the character has a name and as a voice. So it's not your...
that was a big discussion in production, yeah.
The new protagonist, which is basically your stand-in, is going to go every time. And no, the character talks a lot, talks back, has opinions, has soul. But it works. When I play personally, I never feel like, oh, I'm forced into a character. I'm like, oh, that's not me. It works in the story, it works in the narrative. So that was a bold choice. I think it's going to pay off. Hopefully, people will enjoy it.
We knew we wanted to have a buddy adventure. So when we started with that, we were like, okay, well, let's we're probably going to want the main character to be silent. And we started to try and write it, and it was a slog. It just wasn't feeling good. You didn't really get any relationship between the characters. So yeah, I think it was definitely a good move.
I'm curious, do you have like some favorite monsters or areas that you ported into Minecraft, like between both of you? Like, was it funny seeing these monsters brought to life in Minecraft?
It was unbelievable. Let me tell you, I love seeing everything that our team makes. It's so remarkable. And one of the things that I think worked really well is we focused a lot on the player experience and like sight lines when doing the level design. And that actually really paid off in a bigger way than we thought it would, because you get these nice framings of each location, and each location brings, like, it has a real atmosphere and brings the feeling of these places to life. So every location is really special in its own way. Also, with all the dungeons, each of the monsters, they're made with what monsters are going to be there in mind, and it's all lore accurate to D&D in terms of where do these monsters live, how do they live, and there's sort of little stories told with where monsters appear and what monsters they're with. I'm a personal favorite is the Shambling Mound, not because of any abilities or anything. I just think it's very imposing, and everything. It's worth noting that, as with all Minecraft DLC, we wanted to keep the Minecraft feel. So it's not like we put in, super high resolution models or anything. We're not trying to, throw Minecraft out the window. It was really important to us to maintain the feeling of Minecraft. So it's all still voxelized, made of blocks. So like the Shambling Mound, even though a large part of it is, its main body is very cubic, the nuance that our artists were able to put into it, making it feel and look gross and, have things dripping off of it, is really cool to see.
Is it weird that I'm excited for the gelatinous cube? It feels like it's time to shine is in Minecraft. Like this is its
Yes,
big
well,
day.
it very much is a slime from Minecraft. With a different texture. That is a very cool thing though. Is we have a nice little detail. There are really cool details to find in this map that I'm excited for people to notice. And one of those is the gelatinous cube has little bits of like skeleton bone. And so when it does its attack, which swallows you up and you get stuck inside of it, you can sort of see the I think there's a skull of like the previous victim, which is very cool. And that sort of jiggles around like it's in Jello.
I love it. How long is this content potentially? I mean, it seems pretty meaty.
For a first-time player, if you're really taking your time to see everything, it's about 10 hours. If you are rushing through, probably 5 hours.
That's a lot. Even looking at the trailer, and the trailer was so well received and there was so much excitement. It just feels charming in a way I haven't experienced. It's just a very charming looking piece of DLC.
Thank you. That opening scene that you see in the trailer, I will tell you, you only get to go there once, and that's in the very beginning of the game. But I think it works because we all collectively had this idea that we wanted to pursue of being thrown the book, so to speak.
Yeah.
And actually starting to play D&D, and then you go into the mind of the DM and the mind of the players. And so we wanted to capture sort of that 80s basement with the open pizza boxes and the old computer on the side that was moved out of the way so you could push the table in, and the moving boxes of stuff from college that you left behind. All of those things are in there. There's a ton of detail in that room, including all those foods are D&D themed. So I believe there's Displacer chips or something.
I think there's an Orcus pop drink in there.
They're cute little things there. Yeah.
Was there a big challenge? Like, you have an inventory system.
I think the biggest technical challenge with this map was dealing with stuff like inventory and skills. And there's a tremendous amount of information that you have to communicate that Minecraft doesn't really support that level of information. So we created a in-game menu system that you can navigate using your movement directions with different like tabs of the inventory. So we basically did away with the Minecraft inventory completely and sort of coded our own thing, that a little menu backpack that you take everywhere with you, which I think people are really going to like, is a very satisfying, juicy kind of interactive system.
Perfect.
It is also very useful because I always go into there is a quest log and say, oh, what am I supposed to do? Okay, this is the quest. So it helps me just going through.
And for people who are new to D&D or just want a refresher, there's also a glossary that updates as you go through the game when new terms or new beasts are introduced, and you can look and read a little bit about them.
Was it difficult adding skills to this? How do you do that? Like, are there dice rolls? How does this happen in Minecraft?
Skills are a little bit harder to pinpoint. They're all kind of unique. As I said, that ties into our custom combat system. But practically, the way that they work is they're represented in your hotbar, and you interact to use them. And there's a cooldown that happens for each of them. And so we were not dealing with spell slots or anything like that. And with the die rolls in combat, that was a big decision about what we wanted to do with dies in combat. We ultimately decided that in order to keep real-time combat feeling exciting, we didn't want to bog you down in a bunch of die rolls. So passively, while you're fighting, there is a chance you get a little pop-up notification that says that you rolled a nat 20 and you do double damage for that hit. There's no like nat 1 or anything like that in combat. It didn't really play well in testing. Yeah. But the real way that dice rolling comes into this game is in dialogue and skill checks. So during dialogue, you'll have various moments where you can decide to use a certain skill. And of course, depending on how you spec'd out your character, those skills will be different. There's a little die rolling animation that happens on screen. And something that is crucially different than Baldur's Gate 3 is that every single choice always has a unique Nat 20 option, because we wanted it to make sure that that a Nat 20 was always extremely satisfying. You know, we wanted the everybody screaming around the table like, oh, I can't believe it's so exciting. So each interaction that can happen has a critical success. And I think most of them, if not all, have also critical failure conditions as well. So unique dialogue that you won't see unless you roll Nat 20 or Nat 1.
What's the number one thing you feel Minecraft fans should know about this DLC? Like, what's your kind of like real fast guide to it? You know, everything they kind of need to know about this new DLC that's about to come from, you know, from Minecraft and D&D. And also, what was it like seeing the response and the excitement from fans about the trailer?
So first, the quick guide is for Minecraft fans is that this is the largest, most intense adventure map you will have ever played. It's got a story that has lovable characters, a rich world, and details like and technology like you haven't seen in a map before. And if you like adventures, if you like fantasy, then you're going to love this. And similarly for D&D fans, I would say, if you are not really into Minecraft, still definitely play it. There are and also, yeah, the response to the trailer, there are a lot of people saying that they haven't played Minecraft before and they want to in order to get this. And I would say, yeah, if you're not really into Minecraft, by the same token that this is Minecraft, it also isn't. It's also like, this isn't the normal Minecraft experience. You're going to get something special here.
Perfect.
The interesting thing for me is like I have friends who I play D&D role-playing games with, and some may or may not play Minecraft. Those who play Minecraft hardly play Minecraft DLC. They just play Minecraft Creative or Survival or whatever they do their thing. This is the first pack where they are asking me about it. It's the first time that they, when it's coming out. Is it out
Same
yet?
for me. Yeah, I have friends that have never
new.
really taken an interest until now.
I mean, we know that we don't know what kind of overlapping is going to be between D&D audience and Minecraft audience. But hopefully it's going to work out. It's going to create some buzz in the Minecraft community about D&D. It's going to make people who play D&D but don't know much about Minecraft maybe a bit interested and get them closer to give it a try. And something may come out. There is, we don't have any hard data here. It says, yeah, it's gonna be a slam dunk or anything like that. But we feel like this is a chance we really wanted to take.
I can tell you that it was very important to us from day one that we wanted to please. But we've been pleasing Minecraft fans for years, so we've got that. We knew from day one. In addition to pleasing Minecraft fans, we had to please D&D fans. So it was very important to us to be accurate, to do our research, you know, reading tons and tons of handbooks and making sure that we did justice to people's favorite things. You know, the things that maybe an outside observer wouldn't necessarily think of when they think of D&D. We wanted to get those references in. We wanted to get the things that are going to make D&D players really happy.
That's perfect. Did you check out the Monstrous Compendium Volume 3 Minecraft Creatures that's on D&D Beyond? What was that like seeing your Minecraft? What was it like seeing Minecraft creatures turned into D&D creatures?
I think it was excellent. I mean, it's just like they were fitting right in for me. Like, yeah, stats blocks and all that. It's like they seems like they're made for this. They will be just fine over there in D&D.
Perfect. Is there anything I didn't ask about this DLC that you feel like I should have?
Yes. Or something I want to mention is the audio side of things, because we talk about voiceover, which is impressive as it was done in this pack, and also we need to talk about the music, because music has been specifically composed for this pack by
Kyle Martin, who is also our audio lead. So he also was the lead on sound effects and voiceover as well.
Yeah, so it was specifically composed for this, tailored to the content. It's really well done. It's really immersive. It really hits the mood, and it is dynamic. It's interactive, and so
that's a big part of this that we were very excited about, because we've actually we were one of the earliest Minecraft partners. So we were one of the earliest people making Minecraft DLC, official DLC. And so for years, we have been sort of in pursuit. We've also one of the only large teams with an actual sound department. Sound has always been a core part of our identity as a team. And one of the things that we've been searching for years is ways to overcome some of the limitations of the audio engine in Minecraft. There are no dynamic fades, well, arguable, but there's limited dynamic fades. You don't really have, audio engines that you can tap into. What our sound designer, audio lead Kyle likes to say is his job is finding creative ways to turn sounds on and off. And that is so true. And he and the rest of the sound team have done an incredible job here with, we finally sort of broke the code that we've been trying to reach for years. We finally have this beautiful dynamic music system where tracks seamlessly transition into each other. Instruments come in and out based on the action that's happening. And it was like a huge breakthrough. Like we were celebrating we called up all the old people who used to be in the sound department where it's like, we did it. We finally figured it out. And so that was a huge milestone for us. And I think it's really going to have a big effect on the experience.
And I have a little bit of news here is that the soundtrack is going to be available on the 26th on all the major digital platforms. So if people enjoy it, they can go get it. Maybe they can use it for their own D&D games, in background. Some people do. I do. So I think it's going to work very well.
You can also, like, if you're playing the game, it's copyright free, so you can stream it.
Oh yeah, there's that.
In case that wasn't clear.
When is the DLC out?
The 26th of September at 10 a.m. PST.
Perfect. And is there anything you want to say to fans or kind of express about D&D or Minecraft at this moment?
I hope people will want to give it a try because it does things that Minecraft is not necessarily supposed to do, and that's a good in a very good way. And it really pushes the envelope of what is possible to do within Minecraft with Minecraft content, and it can open up possibilities, also questions internally about enabling creators to do more because they can.
It sure did. Yeah, I guess I'll say that it's been we've all been so incredibly honored to be given this opportunity, the chance to work with this property and the world of Dungeons and Dragons. And some of our team are D&D veterans. Some of our team had never played D&D. Everybody got into it after this. I don't think there's a single person who was like, you know what, this isn't for me. Everybody got into it. Everybody did a ton of research. And I hope that we did justice to what for so many people is one of the most important elements of their lives. And we knew that those people were going to be playing this game, and we wanted to do right by them. And hopefully you agree that we did.
I do have a follow-up question. How long have each of you been working on Minecraft?
I've been working on Minecraft for the good part of the last 10 years.
Professionally, I've been working on Minecraft for maybe 8 years. But in terms of how often since I've been involved in the community, maybe 11 or 12.
This is my actual final question, because that's a long time. You're very professionally, emotionally invested in creating worlds. What is this like? After 10 years, what does the community mean to you? What does this game mean to you? Are there things that are surprising? You have to have some pretty amazing insights into all of this.
The hard question.
Well, I think for me, it's like it's moment like this when you are like, okay, you're doing this. We normally release like probably close to 10 license packs per year, and I probably produce half of those, maybe a bit more, but sometimes, and they're all cool. Everybody does something special. Everybody is interested in different, but sometimes there is one like this one where you go in and you are kind of blown away. You're like, oh,
thank you.
I didn't expect this. I didn't expect this. I didn't expect like mini Skyrim into Minecraft. And then those are the moments. That's what keep it exciting after 10 years for me.
I think for me, it's always about my team. Of course, it's also, I mean, it's about the players, but as the creative director of Everbloom Games, and I'm not technically one of the founding members. I helped get it on its feet, but being, every day seeing the growth, the personal growth of all the people in our company, seeing people move through different stages of their lives, and people from different backgrounds and all over the world. We have people in, I think, like 8 different countries. Seeing everybody be brought together through this common passion of Minecraft, and all of these people who took something they loved and made it into a career, and seeing all of this sort of culminate. Of course, it's going to continue to culminate as we do more things, but seeing it culminate in this wonderful piece that represents what we've always been about storytelling, about meaning, about characters, about pushing the envelope on capabilities of Minecraft. All of these pillars of what makes Everbloom, and what makes each of us unique, we got to actually show off in this game. And it's very rare that you get in any career to be able to get exactly the right thing that hits all of the points that you want to show, that you get to do it all. And so it's been a really emotional experience to see, I mean, it was a hard process, but seeing it all come together and seeing the way that people have just, I'm rambling, but just pouring all their heart and soul into it. I have a tremendous amount of respect for every person on the team, and seeing how that they have crafted this thing and making this amazing experience that we can't wait to, release into the world.
Thank you all for your time. It was so fantastic to meet both of you. I'm really excited for this DLC. Did you have anything else?
No, thanks to you. Thanks so very much for giving us this opportunity. We love talking about this. We can go on for hours, as you see. But this has been a really, really, really good journey, I think, for everybody that's been so lucky to be part of it.